Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion topic video for the final episodes of The Walking Dead. We are going to discuss 11C and the half season coming up, and what do I want to see from this half season. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another video and another discussion topic video for today. This one is leading up to the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. And this one is talking about what do I want to see in the final episodes of The Walking Dead. So, as you guys know, and if you've been watching the channel for the past few years, you'll know that every single half season of The Walking Dead, we always end up doing these type of videos, which is what do I, as a fan, want to see for the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. Now, I'll say a few things before we actually get into this. What I want to see for the final episodes of The Walking Dead, I want to make sure, because, you know, sometimes people kind of get confused. This is what I want to see, not what I think we're going to see. This is what I want to see. So, because there is a major difference between those two things. What I want to see as a fan, and then what I think we're going to see. We've already done, prediction videos for The Walking Dead 11C. We've done a lot of them. You can check out numerous ones in the channel. This one is just simply as a fan, as a longtime fan of The Walking Dead, what do I want to see for the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead? So, that's what we're going to do in this video. So anything that may sound very out there and very like, oh my god, Dan, like that's wishful thinking, keep in mind, this is just what I want to see. It doesn't necessarily mean that's what I think we'll see, but it's what I want to see. So, now, doing these videos, I kind of am starting to feel it a little bit, the weight, because when I say final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead, and when I'm saying, what I want to see for the end of the series, I can't believe we've made it, to be honest. It actually is starting to hit me the more I've been doing videos this week on The Walking Dead. Like, we've got like a month, and then like the final friggin' episodes of The Walking Dead are coming out. Honestly, I can't stand The Walking Dead doing all these spin-offs, but it does help that at least some of these spin-offs are going to still go on when The Walking Dead's done. But, because you guys know how I feel about all these multiple spin-offs. I think they're really just out of their minds. But, this is definitely a really sad time when I'm saying final episodes of The Walking Dead. So, anyway, let's just get into this. So, we're going to go through some things, talk about what I want to see for the final season, and let's get started with the very first one. This one, I think, is an appropriate one to start, seeing where we left off on the final episode of The Walking Dead. And that is, I would want to see the death of Oceanside when we pick up episode 17. Yes, I definitely want to see this, because I believe that the cliffhanger of 11:16 would be very anticlimactic if we came back and he's like, oh, the coin says you can live. Okay, see you guys, It'd be like, what? Like, it would be so weird. So I definitely think we're going to get a massacre scene, which should be insane to pick up the season with. And I definitely think Oceanside definitely should be killed. Now, for one, because I think it would be good for Lance's character as a villain. You kind of give him something under his belt, if you will. And also because I was never a fan of Oceanside. I never liked that community. I always found those characters to be very underdeveloped a little bit, and just kind of a boring plot that never exactly went anywhere. It never was really a plot that I cared about, and a location that I cared about. So I feel like there's 2 factors on why they definitely should be wiped out. So another one is Lance Hornsby being a good villain. Yes, I absolutely need this from the final season, because, this final season, we need to have a threat that is scary. We need to have someone that is very good, very scary, very creepy. And I think so far in part 2, Lance has been pretty good, pretty good. I don't think he's been amazing, though. I think he's definitely got a little bit more of growth to do, if you will, as a villain. But I think with enough writing and enough, good storytelling, they could definitely make him very scary. Now, that also bleeds into my third thing I want to see from this final season, and that is deaths. Character deaths. Yes, we need this, and we need this badly. Now, one of the biggest criticisms I've had about this season so far is that this is not feeling like a final season. It doesn't. And I think one of the biggest reasons why I've been saying that is because of the character deaths. There have been no character deaths from major forefront characters. And I think a lot of people are going to end up saying, well, Dan, what about Maggie's wardens? Aren't they character deaths? No, they're not. They are not forefront characters. Those are Maggie's minions, for God's sakes. And we lost all of them so quickly. That tells you how important they are to the overall plot. The only one that's left is Elijah, and he's still barely been doing shit. So, definitely not. And I know the biggest one that people are going to argue is, well, Dan, what about Alden? Isn't he an A-lister? No, he's not, guys. He is literally a C-lister at best, I would put him. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Dan, technically the final season, he was promoted as an A-lister, if you didn't know. Yes, I do know that. And you want to know why they did that? Is because then they would make it seem like they killed an A-lister character. Guys, give me a fucking break. He has literally been in 3 episodes and a zombie in another. And it's not like he did much in those 3 episodes. I'm sorry, Alden is not a major character death for a final season. It's not. It's a sad death, but you know what I was thinking when he was a zombie? I was like, oh, that's sad for Maggie. I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit. I was like, oh, that's sad for Maggie. But as an overall character, oh, okay. Well, so when are they getting back to Alexandria? Isn't the Reapers done? Can they go home now? You know? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, fuck's sakes. So, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of Alden. I don't think his death was meaningful. And every other character death in this final season so far has been villains, right? And we're going to get that. That's no problem. But at least for these final episodes, we unfortunately have the security of having Daryl, Maggie, Carol, and Negan all confirmed to be getting their own spinoffs. Carol, not so much, but we still know she survives because she was supposed to be in the spinoff. So now we are so just limited to the characters that we can kill. But I'm telling you right now, we need character deaths. We need to feel like when the final season comes to an end, like we lost. We lost some characters. We had meaningful character deaths. And without spoiling it, I mean, I've watched so many TV shows, and I can't say I've seen a final season that hasn't killed a character. You know, Game of Thrones, Better Call Saul, you know, all these different types of shows. I can name so many TV shows that have had character deaths in every single final season, because that's what a final season's, you know, about. That's what it is. Unless you are a comedy series, or unless you are some sort of genre where they don't kill characters, yeah, final seasons need character deaths. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Game of Thrones. I mean, they've all had them. And honestly, I would find it very pathetic if, you know, we went through this final season and there was just nothing. You know, there was just nothing at all. So, except for Alden, you know. So, we definitely need character deaths. That's one thing I really want to see for this final season. I don't want to say goodbye to some of these characters, but honestly, we really need to start seeing character deaths. Now, another thing we need from this final season is unused characters used. And what do I mean by this one? Characters in this final season have been doing jack shit, you know, and I want to see them put some of these characters to use. What characters am I talking about? Magna, Kelly, Connie. I mean, my goodness. All she's been doing is writing articles. I'm talking Luke. I'm talking Virgil. Where the bloody hell is Virgil? I mean, seriously. Like, there are so many characters in this final season that they have not been using, like, at all. They haven't been using any of these minor characters. And even characters like Judith. Like, where the hell has Judith been? Like, seriously. There have been so many characters that they have not been using. It's been ridiculous. And I really think that they need to actually change that. They definitely do. They need to change that. Now, another thing I need to see from this final season, this one is very important. This one is nostalgia, okay? Now, what am I talking about when I say nostalgia? I have not felt like in this final season so far that we have seen things that feel like the past, you know? And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, The Walking Dead is changing. It's not what it was back in the day. But every TV show I've seen has had a final season where you see events and you're like, oh my God, like it's changed so much from the beginning. Or, oh, that scene right there, that reminds me of something. That's so nostalgia. I haven't said that so far in this final season. I have not said that at all. So far, we've had Mario. That doesn't remind me of anything. It just reminds me of how much better villains The Walking Dead used to have back in the day, you know? Seriously, like, I don't feel anything in terms of nostalgia. I don't feel anything in terms of, you know, oh my God, like, it feels like back in the day, and, oh, they almost reinvented this scene to make it feel like back then. Like, no cool tie-ins, no cool Easter eggs like that. There's been jack shits, honestly. And it's really, really upsetting. Now, Another thing I want to see from this final season is the zombies being scary. Now, this one I actually think has the likelihood of happening. I definitely do. With the variants from World Beyond entering The Walking Dead, I definitely think that we could definitely see that. Now, another thing I want to see from this final season is good action sequences. Yes, this is one thing from this final season that we definitely need to see. Now, unlike some of the other things in this list so far, I can actually say that this is one thing the final season has been nailing so far. When The Walking Dead Season 11 has action scenes, be it the bus yard shootout, or the fight with Carver, or some of the fight scenes with the Reapers, they have done an excellent job with the action in this final season. I must say, that's one thing that this final season has been nailing, is when we get action sequences, they are top notch. They are really, really good. So keep it up, honestly. If anything, make it even better, in these final episodes. And I only have one more ask for this final few episodes. One more, and that is Rick Grimes returning. Now, this one I'm not going to elaborate on too much because you already know why I want to see Rick Grimes return. Is it unrealistic? Yeah, more than likely. But am I going to take this out of the list just because of how unrealistic it is? No, it's what I want to see. And it's my number one thing I want to see as a fan in these final episodes. That's all there is to it. No one's going to change my mind. I know some people saying, Dan, you don't want to get your hopes up. Maybe get Rick off your mind. I'm not going to get him off my mind. He is my favorite character of all of television. And yes, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Rick Grimes is my favorite character of all of television. And I am going to be pissed if we don't get at least a mention of him or some sort of info on where he is or an appearance, preferably. We need to see something of him in the final season. We just have to. So that is it for this list. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you want to see as a viewer for the final episodes of The Walking Dead? Definitely let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. So, of course, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to also follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories. Walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.